So getting back to concepts, I just want to read through this whole thing. So transform project and work management into a competitive advantage with a cloud-based modern collaboration tool set that engages everyone in working toward your core objectives. So that's the whole statement there. And of course the cloud-based modern collaboration tool set is the Microsoft provided platform centralized in Teams.
I was going to say you could almost add the word. I was just going to say centralized into it, because there's a lot of cloud-based solutions, but the problem that you have with those is, you're taking your data into all these third-party clouds, and you're not centralizing it into one secure cloud.
Right.
There's all kinds of issues that creates. One, the data is not there, so you didn't have to now think about connectors or export import kind of functionality. And two, it's a different set of security models and everything else that are involved. If you have everything pretty much consolidated in the Microsoft cloud, now it's much easier to use all this. Yes, it means you're committed to Microsoft, but most of our customers are already committed to Microsoft. They have been for a long time. They're on the platform. They're on that journey. And as they get further there and they embrace the modern tool sets, all this just lights up.
Yeah, a couple of thoughts come to mind there. So you might be saying to yourself, look, I'm using a competing product, non-Microsoft. I can pull that into Teams. It has a hook, right?
So the left rail or a channel.
Yeah, right. So I open up I've got it in a tab, or I've got it on a left rail app. Okay, where's your data going? Where's your data? Your data is not going into a centralized, secure, Microsoft-centric cloud. It's going off to cloud to be named, right? And then you're using that for some of your projects, and then you're using something else for some of your other projects, and then one department's using this and one department's using that. Pretty soon you've got 3 or 4 places where you've got project management type and work management type data.
Right.
So what we're saying is, instead of doing that, an alternative would be there are many tools within the Microsoft ecosystem that have different levels of project management and work management rigor. You can run the gamut from, you've got Planner, right, which is just for simple task management. You've got Project for the Web, which is for basic, simpler project management. So not task management, but project management with an end date, constraints, dependencies,
resources.
Yeah, so you're trying to get something done. You're trying to do it on a certain schedule. Planner is not going to offer you the ability to do that because it doesn't have like a trickle down effect on the rest of the Gantt chart. It doesn't have Gantt chart visualization, and the reporting's quite limited. So you upgrade to Project for the Web, and then you have all that. You've got your Kanban board. You've got your Gantt chart, so to speak. They call it a timeline because it's supposed to be simple. You can pull those things fully into Teams, and then you can still look at your project online for your enterprise project management, and Innovative E can help you pull that entirely to Teams as well. So now you've got 3 different kinds of tools, but your data is still all centralized, and you can report on all kinds of work that's going on rather than going off and basically going to a shadow IT scenario where it's not endorsed by IT. You're going off and getting, Thursday.org or whatever it is that you're going out and getting. And that thing means that your data's over there. You've got different privacy policies that you need to adhere to. You've got another vendor that you've got to worry about, and that data is disconnected from everything else.
Right. Because you've been doing this as long as we have, you see people do the same things and they expect different results. If people want to push the easy button, they go to Thursday.org because I'm an HR department. I just need to manage these onboarding activities, or I'm in marketing. I need to manage these campaigns or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So there's some templates there, and it may work a little easier to begin with. But what you're doing is you're doing the same thing that people have been doing in IT for 30 years. You're going after a point solution with a point application, and you're not thinking through the whole modern way to do it. And that's what we're really talking about here in a modern kind of work management system. The core to it is you've got to be able to pull things together at the core. And that's why Microsoft built the Power Platform and the Dataverse and Azure and data lakes and all those things that they're making available, and over 300 connectors that allow all this application collaboration. This is the future, so that you don't go off and go with these shadow IT third-party cloud things, and now you're in the same situation that you are and have been for all these years, where you now got all this data in different places. Beginning of the podcast, we talked about what project managers or work managers lament is chasing data. Now you're going over here to get some data, going over here to get some other data, going over here to get some other stuff, pulling it into a spreadsheet, munging it together, putting it in a PowerPoint and presenting it. And you're just creating a ton of work to do nothing but change and present data, rather than have the core data in a common area and start working from there.